What are you doing? Please don't tell me you're flirting with a glass of water.
I'm trying to see if this water would like to team up with me. Haven't you heard? In 2023, scientists made an amazing discovery, something like many body chemistry. Like, atoms are not just loners anymore. They act in big groups, like a squad.
That's cool, but before we get to quantum hiccups, we need to know what this glass of water actually is. Welcome to our vlog. Today we're mapping the chemistry of our daily lives. Let's talk about states. This phone case is solid. Solids have a definite shape and volume, meaning they keep their form unless you bend, break, or drop them. Next is liquid. This juice is liquid. Liquids have a definite volume, but they don't have a fixed shape. They take the shape of whatever container they're in. And the air I'm breathing, it's gas. It has no definite volume or shape. And don't forget plasma. It's that high temperature state where atoms lost their electrons. It's what makes stars shine. Do you know that water can appear in different states? Snow, ice, and water. They might look different, but chemically they are still H2O. But scientists didn't stop at four states of matter. In 1995, researchers discovered something called Bose-Einstein condensates, sometimes called the fifth state of matter. This is an element. Every atom in it is exactly the same. Aluminum, just aluminum, nothing more. Wait, really? No secret ingredient hiding inside? Most people think that elements are always pure in nature, but in reality, they usually like to sneak around in compounds. Well, this is a compound. It's sodium and chlorine bonded in a fixed ratio. Unlike mixtures, you can't separate these unless there's a chemical reaction. And then there's mixtures. My copy here is homogeneous mixture, meaning it's uniform all the way through. Looks the same no matter where you sit. But these cereal definitely heterogeneous. You can see each pieces of cereal inside. Basically, elements, compounds, and mixtures are everywhere, and each one of them has its own style and personality, just like everyone else.
Alright, team, it's time for science in action. Let's prove that a mixture retains the properties of its components. This cereal has iron. If it were a compound, the iron wouldn't be magnetic. But if it's a mixture, we can pull it out. Step 1. Crush the cereal bag into a bag and add a little water to make a slurry. Don't worry, we're not cooking. Yet. Step 2. Slide the magnet along the outside of the bag, and magic happens. Look, that's pure iron, an element you can actually see and touch. Science just turned breakfast into an experiment. Who knew my morning cereal had secrets?
People think that when gas burns in your stove, it just disappears. But no, the law of conservation of mass says the atoms just rearrange into carbon dioxide and water vapor.
Oxidation. That brown part of the apple, it's not rot, but enzymatic browning. The enzyme PPO reacts with oxygen, creating melanin. Basically, it's just chemicals doing its job. Your apple is alive, sort of.
Acidity. Don't try to guess an acid by taste. Strength depends on ionization, how many ions form in solution, not just how sour it is. A pH scale is your best friend.
And remember, reactivity doesn't always mean an explosion. It just means a substance can change, like yeast making bread rise.
See? Chemistry is everywhere, even in the stuff you eat and cook.
We've seen the basics, but matter is full of secrets. Even lazy argons, a noble gas, was caught forming bonds on water droplets in 2020.
And those quantum droplets from 2021, they stay together because of those tiny quantum hiccups. Science is always evolving.
From the salt on your kitchen table to the stars above, matter is the social network of the universe. And just like any good network, it's always interacting, connecting, and evolving.
Thanks for joining our house tour of chemistry.
Stay curious, explore, and always remember,
Stay curious!
Oxidation. That brown part of the apple, it's not rot, but enzymatic browning. The Sige.
We've seen the basics, but matter is full of secrets. Even lazy argon, a noble gas, was caught forming bonds on water droplets. We've seen the basics, but matter is full of secrets. Even lazy argon, a noble gas, was caught forming
Oxidation. That brown part of the apple, it's not rot, but enzymatic browning. The enzyme PPO reacts with oxygen, creating melanin. Basically, it's just chemical doing its job.
trying to see if this water would like steam up with me. Haven't you heard? In 2023, scientists made an amazing discovery, something like many body chemistry. Like, atoms are not just loners anymore. They act in big groups, like a squad.
Science is always evolving.
From the kitchen of your salt table.
Before we get to quantum hiccups, we need to know what this That's cool, but before we get to quantum hiccups, we need to know what this glass of water actually means.
Thanks for joining our house tour of chemistry.
Stay curious. Ano ba, be?
That's cool, but before we get to quantum hiccups, we need to. That's cool, but before we get to quantum hiccups, that's cool, but before we get to quantum hiccups, wala di ko komisado.
Sargo.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, yun na.
S-A-S. Mythical hint. Mythical creature. Eh, ano pa?
Wala.
I mean, puutang ako kay Heather ng 11.
What are you doing?
Ha 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 ha. Masarap ay.
Ba't ako?
Ay, water, one team. Ay, pabulong pala, di ba?